right? wealth.kenya@sc.com. Why, you ask? Because this is what you want to do. You have that little coin, you're not quite sure, okay, how can I grow it? You have that little coin and you've gotten some more over the years, and you say, I want to be able to do this in the future, but I don't know where to start. Who do I talk to about how to go about it? Where do I put my money? Do I put it in a local currency? Can I put it in foreign currency? Can I grow my money in different parts of the world? And they'll answer all of these questions for you once you send an email to what? wealth.kenya@sc.com. What happens there is that there are folks at the back of that email, right? And they're just waiting for yours to come in. And then they'll say, welcome to Standard Chartered. And we are here to hold your hand to answer all those questions that you have about where you can place your money for it to grow in the future, about what you can do to ensure that your life is the way it is, if not better, when you're not able to work. We've been having this conversation with folks and they're saying, you know what, let's make you a priority because we have the expertise. We've done it for 100 years. We've done it in markets around the world. Write us an email. Let's know how we can hold your hand and walk you through the wealth experience with Standard Chartered.
Kabisa. We're talking about money this week. Money. Bas. Hey, you're fired.
Sorry.
How do you grow your wealth? How do you protect your wealth? And also, how do you protect yourself and insure yourself against the various risks so that then you can make sure that the wealth that you're building and you're protecting is also protected, right? And we want to have another conversation again now about insurance and the insurance industry in Kenya and whether the insurance industry in Kenya is alive to the times that we are living in. We're in the digital era. Now, has this digital transformation in the society moved into the insurance sector, and is it impacting the insurance sector? We're going to have that conversation with Brian Ropp. He's the General Manager for Risk and Insurance at Liaison Group. Brian, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
That's the hot seat of the situation, though.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Feel comfortable?
Yes, I am.
Buckle up. It's going to be a good, smooth ride.
Oh, yes.
But as long as you see that red light, the captain has switched on the fasten your seatbelt sign.
Definitely.
Okay? Karibu sana. City will welcome you with the day's proverb. And also, he'll also tell you what to do for your family and friends, particularly your family, over this Christmas period. Today, in America, they call it Thanksgiving Day. Tomorrow, they call it Black Friday. Sale. Now, this Black Friday thing has become a global thing. It's even come to Kenya. And
some even say it's a black month. Okay? Now, what Woolworths is telling you, if you go to any of their establishments, simple procedure, look through whatever the offering is, and you buy 3 items. 1 will be given to you free. Free. Meaning, and none of this Kenyan wisdom of, you've already paid for it. No, you haven't. You've paid for the 3. 1 is free. As you pay. 1 is what?
It's free.
Yes. Now.
So you're paying for 2.
Yes.
The third one is free.
Yeah, even as insurance, we have something for you guys.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
And how many do we need to buy
Pay
to get
for
any
2
free?
life insurances. 1 life is free.
In the next 30 minutes, we'll know more.
Really? Wonderful. Now, this is an opportunity for you to do something pleasant for your family, for your friends, and for yourself.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yep, it's it's ongoing. Yesterday, today, until when, City?
2nd.
Until the 2nd.
Yes, of December.
Any Woolworth store, anywhere in the country. Hiya, City, the proverb.
Our proverbs for the whole of this week come from the kingdom of Eswatini. Now, it wasn't always Eswatini. It was Swaziland. But that name changed from Swaziland to Eswatini on the 19th of April 2018. Okay? Eswatini is named after the 18th century. It was the 19th century. These centuries can be confusing. King Mswati II. Okay? So, hence Eswatini. Now the proverb, simple, straightforward. A person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person doing it.
A person who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the person doing it. Brian, what's your interpretation?
I think that is quite relevant to our insurance industry, because for a very long time, insurance guys have been traditional. And for those guys actually who don't want to change, then definitely they should not interrupt those guys who are ready for change. And that is why we are here to talk about the transformation.
Those who are changing.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, like you said, Brian, the insurance sector in this country, we have rapped about it here many times. Even when managers such as yourself come here and you're like, all right, so what's the penetration, insurance penetration in this country? Less than 3%. 60 years of independence. Insurance has been here longer than the 60 years of independence. And yet we're still at this stage. Why? Is it because of, not going with the times? So we are in a digital era. One of the things that people have said about, access to insurance is it's just too cumbersome. You have a product that requires me to pay a premium once, that requires me to start thinking about a renewal at the end of a year, and so on and so forth. And I have to either go and deposit a check and bring a slip or all those kind of things. In this day and age, my friend, we don't even go to the bank. In this day and age, you don't even go to you broker or agent. You just deal, all right? So has the insurance sector moved into this direction?
For a very long time, the insurance industry has been traditional. And that is one of the aspects that Liaison Group is here, because as part of our transformation agenda is that we want to impact the society. And many people have been saying that the insurance is for those guys who have money or those guys who are wealthy. But where we sit as Liaison Group is that the insurance is for all of us. We are talking about the youth, we are talking about the whole, we are talking about those who don't have. But the question comes, why is Kenya penetration very low? The issue which has been there is that it's a measure of GDP or something like that. But there's a question that people are not answering. It is a fight between the insurance in terms of the awareness, and of course, many of you know that many guys say Jesus is my insurer. So people actually are traditional and they say that the social capital is my insurance. But is it sustainable long term? The answer is no. The answer is no because the insurance cannot solve most of the problems, but it can secure your life. And we are talking about purchasing power parity. So when you talk about the income in terms of GDP per capita, last time actually my good friend here was talking about the 6,000 in terms of the income per person. So that is where the main problem is. The main problem is, number one, there is the traditional aspect. Number two is the purchasing power. So once we solve that problem, then we'll be able to transform the market. However, in Liaison, we have said that there is this Kadoko economy. And I can give you a very good example in terms of the digital transformation. When I was a young boy, my dad actually retired. And at that time, we were making phone calls to Nairobi because we wanted to get his pension at NSF. So I could go to the telephone booth, you still remember? Then this other guy in Nairobi, we could agree that we are going to do the dial at 2 p.m. And all of a sudden, as you speak now, you can actually make a phone call. You can actually read many things in your phone, and that is the transformation which you want. And we are talking about using now the digital platform. You have had something called Quickie in Liaison Group. And it is a discussion that most of the people are asking themselves, what is this Quickie? And
how do you spell it?
It's Quukie. It is actually the normal Quickie.
The normal Quickie.
Yes. And there are people who say that, oh, this time may not be good, it may not be what. But let me tell you something. We are working on something called 3 minutes.
It gets worse.
So
Yikes.
An honest 3 minutes.
An honest 3 minutes.
Yes.
So that means actually you have your gadget. Because the way I have explained, I've said that when we were very young, my father retired and we had to make that phone calls.
Yeah.
Then in insurance, we say that how best can we penetrate the market? Let me see. You get now.
This guy is just from the deep end. Right.
Yes. And that is now.
Just when you thought you had understood it, quickly move to 3 minutes. Hey, right.
Then we are talking about Latvia having his fund.
Yeah.
And from there now you can actually go to your www.liaison. Then you can buy your insurance. You can buy your insurance.
www.liaison.com.
No, .net.
.net.
Correct.
www.liaison.net.
Liaisongroup.net.
Yeah, liaisongroup.net.
Yeah, it's actually 3 minutes because actually you can go through the process. And we are talking not only to Kenyans, but we are talking also to diaspora.
Okay.
Because there are many guys actually who have tried to build the houses, and of course they sent money. They come home, there is no house. There are many guys actually who sent the money for insurance. They come back home, there is no insurance. So we are talking about the 3 minutes. So once you enter there, then you're able actually to get your product, which is a personal accident. You can get what we call the motor insurance. You can also get what you call the household, the business insurance. So
in 3 minutes, basically what we're saying is somebody who is not a client, does not have a product with a liaison group, within 3 minutes, they can get in and they will be able to have a plan.
Of course, in terms of the convenience, yes, at the comfort of your...
From wherever. I don't have to come to liaison group office. I don't even need to know where liaison group offices are. I just need to know and trust that liaison group is regulated by the Insurance Regulatory Authority and is under the laws of Kenya and all, and then that's it.
That's it. And of course, when you enter there, you'll get a variety of insurance companies. Then you can choose from there. So we are talking about all those licensed insurance companies in Kenya. And we are selling convenient. And secondly, we are selling something actually which you can make a decision at the comfort of your desk.
Okay. So what products are we talking about here? And so are we saying that in this short period of time, because I need something, right? I come and I say, okay, these are what my needs are. So in that short time, you're able to establish what the need is, establish the best route to take, and then sign somebody up. Is that what we're saying? And so then which products are you looking at that somebody will get an understanding of in that time?
So the product that you are looking into is all the insurance product, because actually we want to solve the problem of these people actually who are in the comfort of their seats or their desk. So we are talking about, number one, in terms of the motor insurance. Motor insurance is quite something that most of the people actually buy, not because actually they want it sometimes, it's because by law, you are supposed to have an insurance cover. But we are saying that, okay, once you have the motor insurance, what about your assets?
Yep.
What about your phones?
Yep.
What about your house?
Domestic.
Domestic package. Exactly. So what about your workers at home?
Yep.
And remember, Kenya is now almost like the second country in terms of litigation after US. The 2010 Constitution gave a lot of powers to all of us who are not in government. So, and the Mwananchi. So it takes a lot of powers from the government to the common man. And that is why if today actually I disagree with you, I can go to court. So that way, then we have what you call the liability covers. So we are talking about the personal accident cover, and we are talking about the household, which extend now to your domestic workers.
Right. All this. So why did you find the need to actually look at how long it takes to onboard somebody? Because among the problems that you mentioned, it was about awareness, about purchasing power. You did not mention the conversion time.
Yeah, we did the analysis and say that, okay, these people actually who want to buy insurance, they spend a lot of time. And I can give you a very good story of a gentleman who retired from a bank. And we were telling this great man, in Meru, why don't you actually buy the insurance online? He spent a lot of money traveling all the way from Meru to Nairobi just solely to pick a certificate. And we are telling them, okay, you can spend a lot of time making money within 3 minutes in terms of conversion.
Yeah.
You're able actually to lock in. You're able actually to see the variety of insurance. You can choose actually the price that you want. You can tick the boxes of. Some of them actually may not need what you call motor insurance, the loss of use. The loss of use is that alternative vehicle in case of an accident.
Yeah.
People actually may have 2 or 3. So from there now, once you buy in, then you're able actually to convert within 3 minutes.
Like that, you just get it. So it's online.liaisongroup.net. Huh? So once you get there, you see, and we're talking about how easy it is because of using digital transformation and saying we can actually reach out to more people, not without knocking on their doors and doing cold calls and all these things. Just telling someone, go here, go to online, on the online portal, online.liaisongroup.net, and then you see the products that you like. Which product would you like? Motor, business and property, tour operator, household cover, personal accident, travel. And so how do I know what I need, Brian? How all these things, everybody comes and tells me about insurance.
Okay.
There are those that are legal. I have a vehicle, it must have insurance. But even which insurance do I need for my vehicle? If I have comprehensive, am I covered if I'm the driver? And all so on and so. How do I know which insurance product I need?
At Liaison Group, what we are doing is that there is an aspect of awareness and there is an aspect of knowledge. So what we have done is that we want to start a conversation in Kenya and of course in the East Africa region that we are in, so that now people can be aware and also knowledgeable on what products to buy. And our slogan, the way I've mentioned, is that if you look into what we call the airlines, in 1970, there is someone actually who came up with a Virgin airline in 1970. So and there are many guys actually who are using it. So we want to start a conversation in the market so that people can be knowledgeable on what to buy. But more importantly, we are talking about the SME market. When you talk about the SME market, is that there are people actually who wants to solve their problems. And one of their problem is that maybe their phone actually was stolen, or maybe it broke down or something like that. So what happens is that this person has a problem, he wants to replace it. But you are telling them, instead of going to the shop, that insurance through Liaison can replace that phone. So that is where now, because in insurance is that we don't sell like you sell a bike or something like that. This is consultancy. So we are able actually to solve that problem. And that is where Liaison comes in to educate the market. And this conversation actually will be there in the next few years.
Yeah.
So that now people will be knowledgeable.
People need to know a lot more.
Why do you think that folks don't take up insurance? Because I think the numbers were given yesterday, if you look at it's just under 3 million of across, and this is a combination of all kinds of insurance. So you can imagine, we say motor vehicle insurance is maybe one of the highest, and then health insurance follows close after, and all of that. But it's still pretty low if you're comparing it to the overall population. And usually they say, in order to then solve an issue, you need to understand the cause. So why, I know you saw, Jesus is my insurer, okay, fine. But apart from that, why do you think folks are still reluctant, or why don't we pick up insurance that at least will get to a considerable percentage of the population?
Yes, for a very long time, most of the people more so in Africa, apart from what you have said that Jesus is my insurer, there's an element of trust. So when I wanted to join university, I still remember we had a fight with my father, because my father never believed that insurance is a career. He thought that is meant for conmen. And
I'm sure he had his reasons.
Yes, definitely. And for the 2 years, my first and second year, we were not in good terms with my father.
What are you taking in university?
Actuarial science.
Unaenda kufanya kazi wapi? Kwa insurance.
Kwa insurance. Yeah. So at that time,
mtihani kwa kuwa conman.
When do usome? No, for a degree.
Ukuwe conman.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is an issue which maybe it originates from, I don't know, a millennial, maybe 70s or thereabout, when people actually used to check your details in terms of your pay slip or something like that. Then they fill a form, then they sign for you, and then from there you get deduction at the end of the month, and then you don't know even how to claim.
Yeah.
Now, that trust developed for a very long time, and people actually lost faith in it. And number two is insurance is a promise. So even those people actually who bought insurance, at the end of it, they are not compensated. So we are talking about a trust in insurance industry. And we come in as professionals and say that we want to sanitize the market. We want to clean the market so that now we do a clean job. And out of that now we'll be able to win quite a number of people, because unlike banking where you go there and then your problem is solved immediately because you need money, so they give you the money. Insurance is after you have paid the premiums. So after you have paid the premiums, then you expect now in case of an incident or an accident, then the insurance company should come in and sort you. So to answer your question, is a trust issue, but we are very happy to say that there is also a bill in Parliament. I think it was published way back in March this year, so that we have we do have what we call a professional body that can vet those guys actually who are going to not sell insurance, but do what you call advisory.
I see.
That way, actually, we'll be able to clear the market, because people are there to make money. But we are saying that okay, even insurance companies, we need to see how best they can solve their liquidity, because without liquidity, then definitely you are not able to honor your obligations. And at Liaison, we say that okay, we do advisory, and we have never accepted that we sell. We say that we do advisory. We don't. If I come to your place, I'll tell you. Why do you need insurance? Some of these insurance that you have bought, you can retain. Some of them you can transfer. Some of them you can avoid. And that comes with the aspect of what you call the risk management. We need to evolve as a market from selling to do what you call the risk management model pricing.
Advising someone.
Correct.
Coming to me and sorting out my needs. Not coming to me and selling me your products.
Yes, we are not selling a vehicle, because a vehicle it can change. If you go to Mercedes-Benz or the likes of Toyota, it cannot change. But advisory is we walked through the journey.
Custom make it.
Yes.
Okay. Let's take a break. 28 minutes to 9. Our guest is Brian Ropp. He's the General Manager for Risk and Insurance at Liaison Group. As we take this break, go online. It's online.liaisongroup.net. Online.liaisongroup. There are some people who don't know how to spell the word liaison. Can you just spell it?
Yeah, I've got a lot of bounce emails. It's Liaison.
Yep.
Liaison,
Yes.
not liaison.
It's
With a Y.
Yes.
Liaison.
Liaison.
Yes, that's how it's
Right.
Yeah.
Online.liaisongroup.net. This is where you'll get the quickies. Within 3 minutes, you can actually choose and sign up and take a product. 3 minutes is enough.
Okay.
There's a song called Kaidaktu. It's 27 minutes now. Ndu,
Yes.
please tell Brian how, within a very short time, less than 3 minutes, he can actually subscribe to Showmax.
Yeah, 30 seconds, showmax.com. Another 30 seconds, you look through, you'll find series, you'll find documentaries, you'll find movies, you'll find sports content, all of that. How many minutes gone? 1. Second minute, you'll say, I've seen local content, that's what I'm interested in. 30 minutes have gone. Another 30 minutes, 30 seconds rather, have gone. Then you'll find a program called Black and Blue. It's about police officers, very interesting. Those are now 10 seconds. You'll find another one, it's called Foreplay. Good Lord. In this case, FOUR, play, talks about 4 young gentlemen in Nairobi and how they, traverse the concrete jungle. Now we're at 2 minutes, isn't it? Another 30 seconds, you
2
do
minutes
the
up to foreplay.
Yes.
Okay.
Another 30 seconds, you will now figure it out. Okay, I need to pay. And you say, do I have 300 shillings at least to pay for this? Yes, you do. You'll do that, you'll pay, and then you'll start watching under 3 minutes. Shika Showmax.
2 minutes foreplay, third minute, watch. 26 minutes to 9. Patrick Lodge.